Missed Wednesday's show? Here's the recap, presented by Honda.
Dan Patrick here on the Rich Eisen Show. Do you remember the first time you met Stu?
It might have been at a pickup football game. He showed up, and I think he had his ankles taped. and I realized he was really serious about everything that he did. And the same with basketball. It got to the point where I was so mad at him because he was guarding me as if, the national championship was on the line. And I finally was dribbling the ball down the floor, and I said, "Where do you want me to score on you, you bleepity bleep?" And we competed with each other when we anchored together.
Oh, yeah.
But that's just who he was. I mean, that's what made Stewart great.
Brad Nessler here on the Rich Eisen Show. LSU, Georgia, what do you think it comes down to?
I think there's no way that LSU is going to score 49 points on Georgia, which is their going average. Georgia hasn't seen an offense like this yet, but LSU hasn't seen a defense like this yet. If Georgia can hold them to 27 points, which is conceivable, Georgia's got to find a way to get some points, and they got to steal a possession here or there, and I'm not sure where they're going to find it with the people they have. But if their defense can play like they have, who knows? I think it could be close.
This guy has known Stewart even longer than Dan Patrick knew him. Gus Ramsey.
He organized kind of like a touch football game. They ran a little slant across the middle, and there's Stu, and he's got the goggles on and the Carolina blue. And I'm thinking, oh, God, he's having a flashback. He thinks he's on the field now. He's going to take me out. So as I'm running towards him, and his eyes are getting bigger and bigger, I just think I'm going to hurdle over him. Stu then raises up as I jump, and he totally upends me, and I flip, and I come down, and I land on my hip, and I get a hip pointer, and I'm in crutches for like 4 days. He's one of those guys, he's in the moment. He's not playing touch football. He's now the defensive back he was supposed to be at the University of North Carolina.
That's right. A few more minutes remembering our good friend Stuart Scott.
I always tell people the one story that I'll always remember, Stewart would always be putting drops in his eyes. He put in drops and got up and left the set. So we're in the beginning where dun, 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 and I now have to do the first 15 minutes of SportsCenter, and that means I have to do his highlights in his words, and it's on cameras. Can I get a witness from the congregation? Until after the show. He didn't even say it to me. He said it to somebody else about, he had lost a contact lens.
Why is it called Dan Soder's Son of a Gary, which is your stand-up special?
I do some jokes about my dad in it, but I have a radio show on Sirius XM called The Bonfire, and one of our joking side titles was we called ourselves Sons of Gary. Mm-hmm. That was like our biker name.
Okay.
And then I had to do the Fringe Festival in Edinburgh. I was like, what do you want to call it? I was like, I guess Son of a Gary? Mm-hmm. And they're like, all right. What I wanted to call the HBO special was Butt Munch, but they wouldn't let me call it.
You know what? I can understand why that run up a flagpole.
My manager went to send it, and he went, really? And I went, yeah. And they sent it, and then they're like, we can't. They went, all right, Son of a Gary. And they're like, thank you. They got that, and they're like, thank God. All right, a real title we can promote the special with.
For more Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Rich Eisen Show app.